Today we are going to talk about BOMs or bill of materials. What is a bill of material? The name might sound a little weird, but the definition is quite simple. A bill of material consists of one top level material. In this case we are talking about a PC, which is essentially line item 10 and all its components put together. So 20 is the monitor, 30 is the CPU, the memory, extended warranty, anything else that you give free along with it, say a printer, mouse pad, mouse, speakers, so on and so forth. I've picked up a couple of items here, like the monitor, the CPU, memory, printers, mouse pad, just to make sure we have a minimum bill of material that is really workable without getting confused. We're going to build this bill of material in the system and then use it in a sales order and see the different ways in which we can use this bill of material. But that's the topic for the next session. In this session we are going to concentrate on the bill of material. We know what is a bill of material, so let's start building a bill of material in the system. Before we go there, probably you already understand the uses of the bill of material. PC is a very good example of a bill of material, where you go to a website, say Dell or HP, and then order a PC and choose the components. So the top level part in this case is the PC, and the components are your choices in building that PC. Say for example you choose 2 into 2 GB memory, you choose 2 speakers, you choose an extended warranty, you choose a CPU with a particular type of processor, so on and so forth. This concept extends in many different industries. Say you choose a car, a Mercedes car with a sunroof as an option or a moonroof as an option, alloy wheels, heated seats, leather seats, so on and so forth. Wherever you have a material that contains a bunch of components, either something you can choose with, or it could be a case where the components come standard. For example, if you buy a pre-built or a pre-configured server or a laptop, say PC 101 in this case. So this PC 101, let's say, is a pre-configured system with a fixed monitor of a fixed size and a CPU which contains so much of memory, and one extended warranty as part of the package, one printer given free as part of the package, and then one mouse pad. And this is not a choice but a set of components that we wish to give the user as part of this material. So this PC 101 is the top level material or top level part, and all of them are called components. Components could vary in quantity. As you can see, this PC contains 2 memory cards, and that's part of the package. So a bill of material contains components along with the respective quantities. So if you wish to supply 2 printers along with this this PC, you could as well specify the quantity of 2 here. Okay, Now before we build the bill of materials in the system, we have to build the materials that comprises of these bill of materials. This is going to be a tedious exercise where we are going to build like 7 different materials. I'm going to start off by showing you a couple of them. Say I'll build one PC, and then the rest of the steps are almost similar, and then I'm not going to show them. Wherever things are different, say for example this extended service warranty is going to be created using a different material type, and I'm going to emphasize wherever things become different, right? So first things, I'm going to show you how to create this PC as a material in the material master in SAP, and the rest of them will almost be very similar with very minimal differences. And then we're going to concentrate on building the bill of materials. So step number 1 is creating these 7 materials, starting off with the top level part, PC-101. Alright, so the transaction, as you know, is MM01 PC-101. Select retail and select finished goods. Now you can do finished goods, you can do non-stock items, but that's a topic for another day. Let's choose FERT, which is finished materials, because it's simple and we're already aware of FERT material type. Choose that, then choose basic data 1, sales org 1, 2, 3, MRP 1, general data storage 1, accounting 1. So if you remember from our material master class, these are the minimum views that are required in order for you to create a material and use it in the full OTC cycle. Now that we have selected the views, let's click OK, and let's choose the plant as 1200 and the storage location as 0001. Sales org is the usual 1010, and you can as well choose 3000 and the respective plants if you are comfortable with the 3010 sales org. You can even do it in your own sales org now that we have done the enterprise structure class. I'm choosing 1000 because this is something that we are all very familiar with. Alright, click OK and start to enter the description. Okay, this is a PC model 101 pre-built configuration. Okay, the unit of measure is, let's say, each or PC, whatever you like. Let's select a material group if required of PCs, but it's really up to you. You don't need to choose it. If you want, you can put some weights, volumes, but not really required. Enter a tax classification of 1, and over here, as of now, we are choosing norm, but we are going to come back to it and change it. Keep moving along. Wherever data is required, keep filling them up. Choose an MRP type of ND. This way you don't have to fill up a lot of stuff. MRP views, as you know, is something that is not in our domain. It's in the MM and PP domain, so we don't care. Keep moving on. Alright, valuation class is 7920, and just put a standard cost of whatever you like and click save. Okay, so this is done, and similarly we're going to do the rest of the materials, which are the components, and since the exercise is going to be almost the same, I'm going to skip all the steps, but I will create them in the system, and then we'll continue with the demonstration of bill of material. Alright, so here we have created all the different materials that we have initially started out to create, and let me create another page here. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to paste whatever I've created here. So these are the different materials that we have created: CPU, the extended service warranty, memory, monitor, mousepad, the top level PC part, and printer. Now, apart from this material extended 101, which is created with a material type of DIEN, the rest of them are all created with a material type FERT, which is finished material. If you want to quickly see all the material types I've used, there we go. So all of them have been created with the material type FERT, with the exception of service, which is DEIN. Alright, if you want to quickly see the materials that have been created and the respective material types, just go to MM03 for example and type in let's say EXT 101, which is the extended warranty material of type service. Just go to basic data and then click on this I button, information, and then you'll see the material type that it has been created with. In this case it is DIEN, which is service. For the other parts, say PC 101 or PR 101, you might already see that they've been created with the material type FERT. Alright, now that we have created the materials, let's move on to the next step and create the bill of material. How to create the bill of material? You use this transaction CS01. Now there are different types of bills of material. Some bill of materials are created for sales. Some bill of materials are created for production. Some bill of materials are created for planning, for plant maintenance, so on and so forth. I'll give you a very simple example to understand why we have so many different bill of materials. Let's take the same PC example, and then we have the PC top level part and then all its components. Now, to a salesperson or to a customer, probably he's more interested in looking at the PC and its higher level components, say monitor, keyboard, mouse, memory. That's what the sales perspective is, more or less the customer perspective. Now if you look at the same thing from a manufacturing perspective, so this is the plant, and if you look at it from a manufacturing perspective, yeah, there is this PC, but if you look at the monitor here, the monitor will be broken down into its components, say the panel, the power supply, any other electronics, so on and so forth, because they are all required to manufacture that monitor. Similarly, if you take a CPU, a sales guy or a customer is only interested in looking at what processor it is and how much memory it is. That's it. But from a manufacturing perspective, the CPU needs to have a motherboard, the processor, the memory, the graphics card, so on. So this is the sales perspective of the same BOM, and this is the manufacturing perspective of the same BOM, so on and so forth. There are so many different perspectives. Now let's go to CS01, which is creation of a BOM, and say PC-101, which is our top level material. Then enter the plant. BOM is per plant, so it is not necessary that the same bill of material be used and in all plants. Meaning in the US you can have one bill of material for the same top level part, and in India or China you can have a different bill of material for the same material or top level part, which is rarely used, but it's a feature that's available. Now BOM usage is the one that we've been talking about just now. We've talked about sales views, production views, so on and so forth. The ones that we are interested in is the sales view, which is number 5, usage 5. So pick 5 here for sales usage and then hit enter. Now we're going to create the components as we have seen in the bill of material that we initially started out to create. So here is what we wanted to create. A PC should contain a monitor, mon-101. Since we have already created that as a material, the system should validate it and then be okay with it when I hit enter. So the quantity is 1. So this PC is going to contain 1 monitor. Hit enter and the system is okay with it because it has already pulled out the unit of measure, so on and so forth. The next component is the CPU, and the CPU is quantity 1, CPU-101, quantity 1, hit enter. And I'm going to deliberately skip the memory, which I'm going to tell you why in a bit. So I'm not going to do memory right now, okay, because memory is a component of CPU. So I'm going to create CPU as another bill of material which will contain the part memory. So the CPU contains memory, right? Let's say 2 GB memory. So I'm going to skip the memory part for now and then just going to create the remaining parts, which is extended warranty, printer and mouse pad. So here we go. Extended warranty 101, which is a service, and of course quantity 1, and printer 101, quantity 1, and mousepad 101, quantity 1. That's all we wanted to create. Click on save. Is that all? So we've got the PC, of course, the top level, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we've got everything lined up. Save this guy. Similarly, we're going to create another BOM for CPU 101 and then let this guy contain the part memory 101. So CPU 101, everything else remaining the same for the same plant, same bill of material. Enter, and then this is going to contain memory 101, quantity 2. Let's say we are giving 4 GB memory as part of this standard package, and which is 2 into 2 GB sticks. So we're going to say the quantity is 2. Alright, save. Now we have created the BOM, and if you want to look at the BOM, here it is, CS02 to change or CS03 to display. So I'm going to say CS03, pick out CPU-101, which contains the components memory, and let me go here and then I'll take a screenshot of these 2 different bill of materials that we have created. Alright, so this is one bill of material which will contain just one part, and the second bill of material is for the PC, the top level part, which is much bigger in scope. There we go. So we have all these 5 level parts. Let me take a quick snapshot of it, like so, and there we go. So this is the top level part. And then these are the components, and among it the CPU is one component which could be further broken down into more components. So we have PC, which contains so on, and CPU is going to contain memory as a component inside the CPU. If you only have one level of components, it's called a single level BOM. If you have more than one level of components, like CPU is going to contain memory, memory is going to contain something else, it's called a multi-level BOM or super BOM, super bill of material. Alright, this is how you create bill of materials. Any questions? Please feel free to post your questions in the forum, and I'll be able to answer your questions. Thank you.